Hi, a very good afternoon to all of you. This is Sartaj from AFCAT Academy, and I'm here to get you the Series 1 2025 English answer key. Let's discuss the paper. It was a bit different. So, of course, we would have an effect on the cutoffs and everything. We'll be describing the cutoff after all the three papers we get. Right now, let's see what is different in the paper. What was different in the paper was a lot of questions related to part of speech have come, a lot of questions of basic understanding, which we say in verbal reasoning, which is generally in your CSAT and all your IM examinations, that has come. So that will make an effect because I'm pretty sure none of you have gone through it. So without wasting much time, I'll just like to go to the paper. And this is a set T. So what you can do is slowly, you can take out different sets accordingly and see where the questions are and accordingly mark it up. So the first one is where, as I said, something new had come was they asked for the same word. It was a noun, verb, and different forms that were there. So if I talk about the first, it was Charlie. Second one, Bravo. Third, Charlie. Why do I say this is more time consuming? Because it took me also time marking everything. And yes, I might go wrong in the sense because I might have marked, like, say, for example, A2. So what happens is where I marked it wrong, this is where a lot of mistakes are made since we are in time constraint. Fourth, Bravo. Fifth, Delta. Sixth would be Charlie. Seventh, Bravo. Eighth would be Alpha. Ninth, Bravo. And 10th, Charlie. The next one was filling with the most appropriate word. This was very easy. I expect all 10 to be correct. First Alpha, second Bravo, third Charlie, fourth would be Charlie, fifth would be Charlie, sixth would be Bravo, seventh Alpha, eighth Alpha, ninth Alpha, and you will have 20th as Charlie. I hope you got this all correct because this was the easy section where you could have scored a lot more. Now, this is something again that was there in terms of synonyms, but they asked very much similar. So 21st Bravo, 22nd would be Alpha, because you're looking at the word which is most closest. 23rd scrumptious attire would be synergy. Why I have chosen synergy? Because a lot of people will choose sumptuous. Because you're at an official function. Official function, you're required to wear a specific guest gear. It's not a marriage party where you'll have sumptuous or something just showing. So you'll have synergy. Everybody would be similar. 24th Delta, 25th Charlie, 26th Delta. It if it was not lower, if it was lesser, I would have chosen that, but here I've chosen this. 27 Delta, 28 Charlie. Scurrilous remarks mean something which is defaming, libelling. 29th would be Bravo, and 30th would be Bravo again, enormousness. 31st, this is where the spotting errors come. 31st would be against Bravo. 32nd would be Delta. 33rd, Charlie. 34th is Charlie, because I would not found to be something which I feel is extra. 35th would be Charlie in. 36th, instead of no other, I would have chosen no other because it's to describe unique. None other के साथ हमेशा than लगता है. That's what we say. 37th would be Delta. 38th would be Charlie. 39th would be Delta. And 40th is Bravo. Now we come to something which is again there, a word, cuneiform. It's basically a wedge. It's a wedge shaped, what do you call it? Where we used to write inscriptions and all. So here I see only first one is correct according to this. Chutzpah is a word which, if you've seen Heather, it is where it was described also, and all three are correct. Next come custodian is everyday thing. I do not find the first one is where I had a problem with. The second one is wrong. The third one is for sure correct. So I've marked it as A. 44th moribund is refers to death like. I feel that only first is correct. That is the first one, S1. 45th is fecund. Fecund means fruitful, fertile. So these are the words for it. And I feel all three are correct for the same. Now, appropriate markers, what is the case of it? 46th latter, 47th Bravo, 48th Bravo, 49th Alpha. Now, I'll tell you the reason why I've chosen Alpha, because while is always followed by a subject, then a verb, and that is what I'm seeing in my 49th question. 50th, I would say this is something that it's Delta. I'm a bit confused with Alpha also, but I feel right now for Delta. I'll give you a better explanation because I'm trying to do it as early as possible. 51st would be Charlie. This is again vocab homonyms plus in forms of which it is used, parts of speech. 52nd alpha, 53rd delta. Very interestingly, if you go through these, illicit, all these have been put on a channel NCA. It's already put there. So had you gone through it, this all would have been correct. A lot of vocab has come from this. This is the vocab that we did earlier. This entire thing was section 13. I'll send it to, I'll show you that thing. This is all 13th and 14th exercise of our synonyms where all this has come. And there's for this homonyms, it's very clear. We have put these words. If you go through the entire English section of this thing, this is there. Ensure, alpha. 53rd, imitated and intimated delta. 54th, bravo. 55th, Charlie. And again, I'm saying it's all simple. Practice is also where I had done this. Practice versus SE. This is very recently, I think so in 1 month, we've been putting it. Immensely, alpha. 58. Now, what is the difference in this question? They said, okay, which is the most appropriate? 58 would be unconquerable. Now, there's another very interesting thing. 59th would be, I would choose Charlie. Here, I did not choose, was a moral act. I was not looking for an and in this case in 59th alpha. So Charlie. 60th would be bravo. 61st, what is determiner preposition simple, which is coming again and in 61st delta, 62nd bravo, 63rd delta, 64th Charlie, and 65th alpha. I hope you got all this correct. This was also simple vocab, pair. All three are correct. So this is where we have delta, sorry. All three are correct. Pair is to trim, and all three are correct. 67th would be Charlie, only one correct. 68th, altruism, Charlie. Just an example in this case, all three were correct. I wrote it as Charlie. So these are the errors I might have made. So I'll try to see if while checking it out, the errors are there. 69th would be Charlie. Next, 70th would be delta. Now this is idiom phrases simple. Listen to the half here. Alpha, diamond bull, unchanging and firm in belief. Let sleeping dogs lie. What does it refers to? Not to interfere in the situation. Charlie. 74th, a stitch in time saves time. This is something that I think so you should have done. Delta. 75th, alpha. 76th is bravo. 77th is alpha. 78th would be alpha. 79th, alpha. And 80th is bravo. Casting one's burden, bread upon the waters, is to do good without seeking something back for you. I've not done 81 to 90 because I wanted to give the answer key quickly. So give me 1 hour, I'll be sending you the answers for the same. 91st. Again, this is something vocabulary, but this is very, very time consuming. So, but it was simple. Vernacular refers to local language. Jargon is generally a language used by, a technical language used by people. So that is how we had a very simple words. 91st would be Charlie in this case. 92 is alpha. Like you could have either done it from revoke, exonerate is test set P. Internecence is something that you would have taken. Atonement for sins, when you pashtatap jise bolte hai, sacrilege is something unholy when you do somewhere. So that was the case of it. Bandwagon is involving large people. 93rd would be Charlie. 94th is Charlie. 95th, wrangle over an ashy shadow. Wacky is something that we say is amusing and strange. It's a wacky performance by him. So these things could have been taken up. Codex is an ancient text. 95th delta. 96th is bravo. 97th bravo. 98th delta. 99th alpha. Nadir is the bottom. Then that is what we have. 100th is alpha. For this vocab, I'll be telling you sections where they've asked it from. And this again is very simple. This is not difficult. A damn squib is a complete, like when we say in a match, like his performance turned out to be a damn squib. We expected a lot, but his performance turned out to be a squib, means fus pataka jise bolte, that's what we say. 101st delta. This is something new that they added up. Earlier, these questions is easy but time consuming. I would suggest you that. So what they did not put any comprehensions this year. 101st delta, 102 delta, 103 bravo. But here now the problem comes precursor, what is it, contradicts and everything. This is a part of verbal analogy which we do in IIMs and everything for the CAT paper, which has come now. So this is something that I believe that nobody's been doing it, but I think so now we need to prepare in terms of the IIMs verbal analogies. 104th bravo, 105th Charlie, 106th is Charlie, 107th is bravo, 108th is bravo, 109th alpha, 110th bravo. Now here, what do I see is that in this case, you might have left, a lot of you must have left all these questions because you've never attempted such questions. I can understand it. So this will have effect on your what we say your cutoffs. Ordering of words in sentences again was very easy. I think so. You should have scored all correct. 111 Charlie, 112th Bravo, 113th Alpha, 114th Delta, 115th would be Bravo, 116th is Alpha, 117th is Charlie, 118th is Delta, 119th is Alpha, 120th is Bravo. I hope this completes the paper. But what is important is what you're studying, is it coming or not? If not, as I said, there are certain sections which you could have easily done. Now, coming to what I expect out of it, I picked up 4 sections, which I believe all 40, 50 questions should have been correct out of it. And on top of that, if we add 70 odd, you could have scored 35 or 40. So I believe that in this case, you should have been able to score 80 is something which is a doable score very easily out of 120, which is 66%. So I expect it's not a completely difficult paper, but yes, it's like bit different. But when I say on the higher side, I'm putting it at 80. If you're scoring 80 or 90 questions correct, that's on the higher side. I expect people who have done basics should be able to do it better. And I'm also saying which sections have been easy, which sections have been tough. So I think so you should be able to get idiom phrases, you should have been able to get prepositions, you should have been able to get fill in the words. So if I count like this, and when we do the entire analysis soon after this video, I'll tell you where you could have scored, where is the sections from. Like say, for example, some of you are not able to score with homonyms, but that's because of the reason that you've not done it, but it's already there. The paper is already coming. You should know it. And as I said, there's a proof of our saying, which we keep on posting on YouTube for quite some time, and you would see these words there all the time. I wish you all the best, and if you have any queries, you can always contact us for this.